Hey guys, welcome back. World of Games here, and we are taking an in-depth look at Overkill's The Walking Dead game while checking out some brand new and beautiful concept arts here. Now, if you haven't heard of this one, it's coming from Starbreeze and the team that brought us Payday 2, and it'll be an online-centric co-op first-person shooter with classes, crafting, and the focus will be on surviving with your friends. Now, also, Starbreeze brought us the Chronicles of Riddick games, and I'm extremely excited about that because if you know those games, those were excellent games. Now, in a recent live stream hosted by Starbreeze, we got some brand new details about the game and what to expect thanks to the developers. But this one looks like it does have potential because Robert Kirkman, one of the creative minds of The Walking Dead, is assisting through his company Skybound, which is collabing to ensure the game is up to par and offers the quality the fans deserve. And in fact, the game has been delayed to 2018 instead of it releasing in 2017 to ensure they deliver on that quality. So I think it's good news that they are willing to delay the game to ensure that quality. Alright, so here's what the devs had to say about the game during their live stream. They go on to say, Overkill's The Walking Dead is a multiplayer online first-person shooter in which you need to cooperate with your friends to fight your way through an apocalyptic Washington, D.C. So we now know that the location is Washington, D.C. They go on to say, we designed the game so that players can jump in and out whenever they want, so they can do 1 mission, 5 missions, 20 missions in a session, like 15 minutes or 2 hours if they want to. We want to incorporate what we've learned from Payday 2, and fun is our main focus, end quote. You know, I'm a little bit worried about some of the games that push the survival mechanics a little bit too far, so it's good to know that fun is going to be their main focus, and I do remember having a ton of fun with Payday 2, although it did have some issues, of course. Now, they go on to say this about some of the survival stuff and scavenging. You'll scavenge loot, find other survivors, kill walkers. We're really working hard on the human enemies, and they're not going to make it easy for you to complete missions. You'll always receive rewards every time you play with things like food, weapons, mods, and so on, end quote. Yeah, so this one does also sound like it's a loot-based type shooter. You will be rewarded as you play the game and collect stuff. Now, Overkill did unveil that there will be many different classes in the game, but they did also showcase one of the classes known as the Scavenger. Now, the game will also have a character named Heather that uses this class, and her specific class gives her more proficiency with stealth-based weapons like silenced pistols, and she will also gain more loot when scavenging the area. So, as you can see, there's going to be a lot of differences between the classes, and I cannot wait to find out what the other classes are as well. Now, according to the concept artist, players won't just face off against the undead walkers. Humans will be one of those dangerous foes. They might be even more dangerous than walkers, and it looks like the game will borrow from the graphic novels more so than the TV series, which is interesting. For those of you that are like massive Walking Dead fans, what do you prefer most, the graphic novels or the TV series? Post a comment down below and let me know. Now, the developers went on to say this. There's a human threat as well. There's going to be a lot of really bad guys out there. You're going to be constantly fighting other human survivors while constantly having this threat from walkers as well. We really want to immerse players in this unique and rich universe that Skybound has created. And get this is really cool. We're going to be seeing camps and hubs for players that can be fortified against attacks. And it's going to be somewhat similar to Fallout 4's bases. And imagine playing this with other friends and, of course, random players in the mix. That is going to be a ton of fun. Now, the team goes on to say this. The player camp is the main hub in which players will decide their next step, where to go, what to fight against, etc. Everything you collect, you use in the camp to create better defenses. The player camps will also be home to unique new characters that add a little bit of humanity in a broken world. They go on to say also in the camp, you will interact with other main characters. Yes, there is a story, and meet NPCs, and you will learn their stories. The characters we've created will be new, and they will have their own stories, motivations, and fears, end quote. Now, of course, again, The Walking Dead is a class-based game, and you will be seeing unique character skills dependent on the class you choose. And I think the character you choose is also going to be deciding the class, I do believe. And they go on to say this: characters will also have their own skills, abilities, and preferred weapons that reflect who they are and their personalities. We're building a class-based system, so there are clear rules for players. You'll need to experiment with different characters and skills to find out how to best survive, end quote. So yes, I think synergy is going to be extremely important between you and your team members here. It kind of is reminiscent of Overwatch, of course. You know, Overwatch is more of a PvP experience. But yeah, you're going to have to really team up and learn to dominate. I guess you could also compare this to Left 4 Dead. They had a lot of differences between characters too. Now, Starbreeze says that, again, the game has been delayed to 2018, and there's no official details on when we will see an exact release date yet. Hopefully we see an actual trailer here, June 13th through 15th, 2017, showing off the game. At least, I would love to see some gameplay at this point, some sort of alpha or beta, and maybe get news of a public beta or closed beta that we can actually participate in. So guys, when I find out about that information, I will definitely let you know. So be sure to subscribe here to World of Games to stay up to date on all things Overkill's The Walking Dead. I'm actually really excited about this one. I'm a huge fan of The Walking Dead over here. I'm all caught up with the seasons and everything, and also watching Fear of the Walking Dead, so you get an idea of how much of a fan I am of this one, and I really do hope they nail down this game. But guys, thanks again for watching. I will see you later, and soon enough in the zombie apocalypse.